Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? This is UCB UnCommonBond podcast. Bottom shelf Steph in the building. Got a special guest. Introduce yourself, young lady.
I'm Rissa. Y'all can follow me on the gram, Rissa Michelle.
What's up, Rissa? I'm not gonna go too crazy into the history, but that's little sis. I know pops, I know mom. Little bro, I'm big bro to little bro, he's big bro to her, and you know it's all related, it's all family. So we are here, we're gonna get right to it to talk about what the dating scene looks like out here today for the people, for the women especially. Sorry fellas, we're gonna see y'all later, but right now, talk about the ladies. There was a post on the Shade Room where this girl was filming and a dude, they was out to dinner and she was like recording, and obviously, well, not obviously, but apparently they were eating. Meal was coming to a close. He must have asked her a couple of times to go out, to come back to his crib. She must have refused. It was the first date. She refused. And Money was basically like, well, you could walk. She paid for gas though, let's be clear. And I think she paid for a portion of the meal. So I'm gonna leave it right there. What do you think about that scenario?
The audacity. I feel like guys nowadays are just very much entitled. And that scenario is just crazy because he didn't even pay for anything for him to feel entitled.
Good point. Good point. I mean, gas is high these days.
What that mean?
You know, him dropping her off, that's a lot of gas.
Okay, so she just could have gave him more gas money. That doesn't mean that she has to go back to his crib.
So the entitlement
is taking me back to your crib because it's cheaper for you. That doesn't make no sense. We shouldn't be on this date in the first place.
So the entitlement is the problem.
That's the problem. The entitlement and the audacity is the problem.
Do you feel in your life that men feel entitled when they spend money?
I've never had personal experiences when it comes to that, but I know of plenty of friends who have gone through it. So I feel that men do feel that they're entitled. Not all men. I'm not going to categorize men, but there are a lot of men out here that feel that they're entitled.
That they are entitled once money is spent.
Exactly, once money is involved.
But do they feel they're entitled without the money?
That is very true, but trying to find like the way to explain this. Dudes, to begin with, feel like they're the prize. They feel like they have one up on us. And like women are now starting to come back with their rebuttals like, we're independent, we don't need y'all, and they don't like that. So they're trying to assert themselves where they don't need to be asserted.
Okay, all right, that's fair. But so for me, I look at it and I say, all right, the dating world right now has become very transactional. I pay for meal, you come home and sleep with me, and then we go from there. But I give, you give, and then we keep it going. Do you feel like that's what it is? It's transactional?
Yeah, I agree, because females are just as much to blame as males are.
How so?
Because there are a lot of females out here that, being on their independent, will think that they can take a dude out and that they're automatically supposed to get something. It's not a problem for females because the dudes be with it already. So you're not going to see it as much coming from the females, but the females that are offended by the guys doing it, that's what you're going to see.
All right. Have you ever taken a man out?
Yes, I have.
Did you try to get the draws when it was over?
No, I didn't.
You did,
but I was already getting it from him, and I just decided to take him out that night.
Okay, that's fair. It's kind of like a give and take thing, partnership.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So, do you think that men know how to speak to a woman these days, on the majority scale? I know there are some that are always the outliers that understand and know how, but on the majority, do you feel like men know how to approach properly when they are speaking?
For that type of guy, I feel that depends on where you're from, like where you live. Like here in North Carolina, guys are very respectful. Even guys that you don't know are super respectful to you in the streets and in your home. But opposed to like being in New York, I hear dudes disrespecting females all the time. Just walking down the block in Brooklyn, you'll hear a dude calling a female out of her name. Or now girls have to be afraid of their life now in New York because dudes are out here killing females because they don't want to give up their phone number. And like down here, you would never deal with that.
So you think the Southern hospitality is real?
Yeah, it's real down here.
Damn. The East Coast, we not getting no love out here. No love. So what's the wildest thing a dude has said in approaching you that you were just like, I can't believe this dude said this?
I've had a lot of them, and I'm trying to like pinpoint one. I get them all the time in my DMs. Like my message requests are
DM.
Crazy.
Okay, the DM fellas.
Yeah.
If you're coming in that DM after the show, please understand you are being watched and graded. What's the DM?
Exactly. People like they just DM me. They'll try to DM me money. They DM me. They try to get my phone number so they can Apple Pay me. But they try to get my phone number in general. It's either trying to get my phone number or they're trying to link tonight or like just crazy shit. It's like, I've never met you a day in my life, but you think that I'm going to link with you tonight? Like
link
to your
tonight.
crib, you think that we're going to be on that type of time.
I just slid in your DM and I want to link tonight.
Okay. Not the hi, how are you? Let's link tonight.
Have you gotten pics unsolicited?
Yes, I have.
Always looking back.
Plenty of times.
Of the area.
I'm assuming so. So I've opened some of them, but other ones are like blurred out. If it's in your message request, it's blurred out. But I have gotten them from people that have followed me that I followed them back because I don't know them, but I know of them, like they're a friend of a friend, and they have done it before, so I see it. Yeah, but in my message request, it's blurred out.
Just poof, here's a picture. Just in case you didn't ask for it, but here you are.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I've started texting with a dude before that I had just met, and he'll send me a picture.
Just from the text?
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so I'm going to try to save y'all fellas. Has there ever been a beautiful DM where it's just like, okay, I like that. I'm a chat a little bit.
Yeah, I've gotten DMs from dudes that are just like, I don't want anything from you. Like, I just want to tell you how beautiful you are. Like, I get those.
Okay, all right, that's respectful. What about the flued out offers? Yo, we'll fly you out over here.
Yeah, I've gotten those plenty of times.
So is that respected? Like, can a guy say not meet you in person and just literally be like, ticket to anywhere, let's go?
No.
Is it
like for me, I like to know people. So like I like to get to know you. So for me, it's more of me knowing you, knowing about you. That whole trip shit doesn't impress me, and I don't want to fly somewhere with you. If I don't know you in the US, I don't want to fly with you out of the US.
I respect it because there's a protocol that used to be followed. I feel like these younger guys are kind of ruining it. There's no protocol of just like the gradual stairs that get you to the trip.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to
just jump right in.
Just jump right in straight to the trip. But there are women that are taking the trip. And there are women that are literally dating men for free meals.
Yes.
That messes it up for people like you, right? So now I go out to and I want to have a meal, and now, it's all screwed up for everybody. That's the problem right now in the dating world. And it's the lack of talking, how to speak socially. Social media has kind of jarred us. Texting, we don't speak to people like, I don't know, when's the last time you ran into a random person at the laundromat? Like that used to be a thing. Or the supermarket, you just see somebody, they see you, and y'all just start talking. Not a thing no more.
Exactly.
How about presentation?
But that's why I say that females are also a part of the problem, because the dudes that have this audacity and that want to assert themselves where they don't need to be, there are females that are allowing it. And all people are basing life on is social media. You see the girls posting about that you need to have money to be with me, you need to buy me this, you need to buy me that. And in the real world, a lot of us females are not like that.
Okay, that's fair. But they're going off the majority.
Exactly.
But it's not. I just felt unsafe. I was upset by what I saw only because this is somebody's child they're coming out as a woman saying, you know what, you're a nice guy. We're gonna go out to dinner. For you to not agree to come back to my place, and then for me to feel like now I get to leave you here after you paid for everything. I don't get the connection. Like, how is this happening? But I got one more thing for you before I get to my drink, because you know I love to drinks. But the question I have for you is, when it comes to presentation, because you sent me something earlier, when it comes to how young men and women are dressing, do you feel like men are putting the effort into their appearance anymore?
Yes. I feel like a lot of dudes are pretty boys now. Like, I feel like they care more now than they used to.
Okay.
Yeah. But even based on the post I sent you earlier, even if he can't dress, she needs to be able to dress, or vice versa, because someone has to help the other one out. Y'all can't just both out here be looking crazy.
Have you ever had to take a dude to school like, yo, we can't go out like this? Let's go back inside.
Yes, I have.
Yes?
Yeah.
And the whole like,
I was like, this isn't gonna work. And I helped him out. And he still takes what I taught him now and he's using it with his girlfriend now, but I helped somebody out. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to that woman. You need to slide a little cash out to Rissa. She helped you out. I got a little something about Shovin. It's got a little calypso. You ever seen these? They kind of going crazy in New York right now. Calypso. This is Southern Peach. Yeah, so I got a little lemon. I'm classy. I'm fake classy. And I got a little of that Crown Royale. You know what I mean? It's peach.
All you missing is your salt around the rim.
Yeah, right. So I got the Southern Peach Lemonade and the Crown Royal Peach. I don't know his son's name. I know you be on the gram too. There's a dude that be making meals, and at the end he's always like, I got a Bev, stop playing. I don't know his
name. I got a Bev.
Yeah, but I'm gonna find his app because I can't be saying, I got a Bev, stop playing, and not at him. So I'm gonna add him when I figure it out. Are you drinking anything over there?
I'm drinking Terramana, and it's mixed with Caribbean Sunset.
Ooh, Terramana, that's the Rock's tequila. That's the Rock. I know what Terramana, wait, no. Yeah, yes it is. It's the Rock. Word, but everybody's loving Casamigos out here. You can't speak no slander on these streets. We are victim of, society. They love the Casamigo. But I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I drink that when I go out. I drink Terramana in the house.
Oh, okay. You got inside tequila and outside tequila.
Exactly, and outside.
Okay, all right. Well, cheers to you.
It's fine.
Oh, okay. To the hood. So now I'm gonna ask you a real question, right? When it comes to men and what they think they are doing as opposed to what they are not doing when they are in the bedroom, do men need to know that? Can you comfortably tell a man that you are not pleased?
Yes.
You can. Is it received well? Is it received well?
Yeah, because when you come to them like with that negativity, like it wasn't hitting, they want to redeem themselves now.
They want to show you, it was a bad night. I was stressed.
And that actually happened to me. Like there was this person I told him, I was like that was nothing for me. And he came back to redeem himself. He didn't do much better, but he tried. So now, see a teacher that taught you to keep trying.
Yo. So for the record, when you say it wasn't good the first time, why?
Okay, so my biggest problem with this person is there was no foreplay, first of all. And foreplay is a big deal. There was no foreplay. He just dove right into going to that. And I was like, whoa, like, okay.
You can't stick the mac and cheese in the oven. You ain't even preheat the oven.
Yeah, and it was just like one of those situations where like he was going and he was enjoying it. And I'm just like, I've never had shit this whack before in my life. Like I was sitting there thinking, how did I get to this point? Like what brought me here? Like I was really contemplating life at that point because I didn't understand what was going on. That's never happened to me before.
was there a conversation previous as to like, so some men are very, there's different type of men. Some men are very boastful. I'm a blow your back out. Yo, I'm this, I'm that. Then there's the guys that are a little bit more humble. And then there's guys that, you know, they just feel like they just, you know, take everything off. That's it. We're just going straight to it. What do you feel like men need to know about a woman when it comes to intimacy as to how it should be done right?
Well, that's the problem nowadays, is that men don't take the time that they need to take to get to know a female. Because once you get to know a female, then you're vibing on a whole different level, and bringing that into the bedroom makes the experience all that much more worth it. So these dudes out here either not getting to know a female, or they are and they don't really care. They're just going with the motions just to get them into the bedroom. So what they need to do is only deal with females that they are actually interested in, not just because you're interested in the pussy.
Right.
And actually get to know them and know what they like and what they don't like in the bedroom. Because once you have like an actual conversation, you'll know these things.
So for me, I feel like intimacy is something that happens way before the act of sex, right? Yep. I like you, you like me. We spend time, we have conversations, and then we do things that kind of like, you know, tickle the fancy, meaning, you know, whether it's sexting, holding hands, kissing, making out, things that, you know, kind of lead up to, and then.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like there's a bridge to it. But when it comes to longevity, stamina, you know, length of time, what would you say is the best? What is, how long should it last? Meaning from foreplay to the end, not just the act. Uh-oh.
Honestly, you know where like people have been like, oh, I timed it and only took like this long. I've never really timed it before. And I feel like every female is different. But for me, I would say probably like an hour and a half.
Ooh, fellas, an hour and a half. Bernie Mac is rolling over in his grave.
Because if you're including the foreplay in it, if you're including the foreplay before you actually get to it, it should take like an hour and a half. Like,
okay, all right, that's fair. So the actual insertion part, how long? What are we going? An hour?
No, hour is too long.
Okay.
I would say probably like 30 minutes is kind of long too. Hit me with like a solid 25.
Okay, 25 minutes. Fellas.
Yeah, 25, but multiple times.
Like
okay. I'm like a wake up in the middle of the night type person, get up in the morning, go at it type person, like that.
Okay, so it can't be one time and then
25 minutes, get your rest, and then we go together.
Oh, I get back at it.
Exactly.
So have you ran into the loopy noodle? One nut and then it's like, I'm done for the night. I'm done for the morning.
I've dealt with someone that was older than me. Okay. And he needed like a longer break in between than like normal. And I would only get it like probably like twice at night. But other than that, it hasn't been anything too crazy, luckily.
How important is kissing?
It's very important for me.
I try to tell people and they don't listen that kissing is the gateway. If you, I believe if you can kiss, you got a good shot. In bed is probably going to be okay. And if you can't, vice versa. Do you believe that?
Exactly.
So a person that can't kiss, what about dance? If a dude can't dance, you think they don't marry? A dude ain't got no rhythm on the dance floor. How? If he can't do it, you know what I'm saying? If he can't get on the dance floor, how you going to perform on the dance floor?
Oh my God. But if y'all don't go out like anywhere where y'all have to dance, you wouldn't know that prior to. I don't feel like that's something common that happens before you get into the bedroom. Like if I meet you in a club, or if we hang out in the club afterwards, then yeah, okay. But how else would I know that you can't dance?
True. Okay, that's fair. All right. So 25 strong, hour and a half. That could be like bubble bath. That could be all types of stuff.
Yeah.
Just getting in the mood so that you don't have to have the whole, it's not even there. Like when
Exactly.
a dude tries to go, and it's like, nah, you can't just put that in there. It ain't ready. It's not ready. But they'll try.
It's not ready.
But they'll try. They try to put the macaroni in there. The oven's not hot. They just think they're supposed to just cook it without, you know what I'm saying? But you got over there, okay, Crenshaw, rest in peace.
Crenshaw.
I love it. I got a little, this is Fly Supply. This is Book Smart and Street Smart. Smart, Street Smart. Sometimes I'll be forgetting what I'm wearing, Bear with me.
I see that.
I'm getting up there. But let me ask you something. When it comes to texting, what's your pet peeve? For me, it's a text that says, hey.
For me, it's the constant, what you doing?
Is it the WYD?
Yes, the WYD. The WYD. And it's like, we'll talk, we'll stop texting, then an hour later, WYD.
Again.
Another conversation. And then a couple hours later, WYD. Nigga, I'm doing the same shit I was doing before.
How many times can WYD be okay? Or hey?
Exactly. Because the only time you should be saying is WYD is you want to know what I'm doing so you can pull up. Or you want me to pull up.
Right.
If that's not happening, don't ask me what I'm doing.
So after
if it ain't you, don't ask me what I'm doing.
You respond to WYD. What's the follow-up? HRU? HRU. Yeah. What would you
do? No, it's like a dead-end conversation. It's like I tell you what I'm doing, I ask what you're doing, you tell me what you're doing, I'm not responding after that. And then after like the first 2 WIDs, I'm not answering anymore.
So literally men and women, but I'm talking to the men because that's my team. We got to do better when it comes to speaking, especially when it comes to texting. Now, are you a text person or a phone call person? Like, where does your preference lie?
I'm a text FaceTime person. So while I'm at work and whatnot, like texting is like fine, but at some point in the day, like we should be on FaceTime.
At some point, right? Like it shouldn't just be text all the time.
Exactly. It shouldn't be a full 24 hours, and I have not seen your face on FaceTime.
Okay. All right. So if you're dealing with someone, you should see that man's face.
Exactly.
No matter distance.
No matter.
Okay. All right. Some dudes.
Now, if I see you in person that day, like that FaceTime, of course, is out the window. But if I haven't seen you, that's a problem.
Okay. That's fair. What about guys' trips? They're okay?
Guys' trips? Yeah.
Yeah, that's your boo.
Why would both be okay?
Okay. Look, some women are like, nah, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Guys sometimes say the same thing. Like, what's my lady going on a trip with the girls for? No?
I feel that if a female is not letting her man go on a trip with the rest of his guys, like it's just the same thing as if y'all were home and he went out with his boys. Obviously, you have some insecurities there and you don't trust him because why else can't he go with his boys?
I'm gonna leave it right there. I like the answer. There's a lot of insecure people out here in this world that would take what you said and said, nah, not happening. But
I feel like females put too much into trying to find out if a man is cheating because at the end of the day, if a man wants to cheat, he's gonna cheat. So it's either you're going to just get over that or you're gonna pack it up.
This is true. Different gender friendships. Your man can have girlfriends, you have boyfriends, it's all good. Platonic friendships.
No.
Okay. Men and women can't be friends.
No. I had one guy best friend and he turned out to be, we did things. So no, that's not okay. It's gonna happen at some point in time. I don't care if it's later on down the line. I don't care if a dude says that he has a female friend or female best friend, they done did something and they done swept that under the rug or it's going to happen. So I'm not with it.
Woo! That's real. That's real. So you meet a dude, good dude, y'all chilling, everything's great. He says, I got 3 girlfriends, they just, we just real cool. Nah. Something's up.
Y'all all taking a lie detector test.
Word? What if you meet him? You gotta meet him, right? That's the way I look at it.
I feel like I'm a good judgment of people. Like when I meet people, I can tell their vibe. So, and it is very easy for me to be around a female and I can tell if she's had something with somebody or if she wants something with somebody.
Okay, that's fair.
So yeah, I can meet them. That's fine and dandy, but that
it's a slippery slope. I've met, women. I've had women in my life that have said like, "Yo, this is my brother," and then, matter of fact, one in particular, she was like, "This is my brother," and they got married years later, had a kid. They broke up.
Well, I feel the brother thing is very different. Like you're like my brother. Like I have very few people that I call my brother. And if you're my brother, you're legit my brother. Like there's nothing going on there. Like you're down with my family, you're around my family and all that. There's no crossing that line. You would treat me as if my parents are your parents and you would never cross that line.
Facts. That's a fact. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Even when you post something online, if I see too much skin, I'm not liking that. Can't like it. Sorry.
Like, what is this?
What's this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a lot of, like, like me growing up, like y'all all were like, oh, sister, sister. And there's a lot of those dudes that turned out to be more than brothers. Yeah, so.
Shame on y'all. That's wrong.
Yep.
You gotta do better. Do better.
And those are in the DMs too.
I bet. We seen her grow up. Stop it.
Talking to themselves at that.
Oh, they just continue it? Hey, a week later, what's going on? Nice picture. Flame emoji. Flame emoji. But it's just, all it is scene. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Scene. That's it. That's it.
Oh, I don't even open them. They're not even getting a scene and they're still talking to themselves.
Oh, it's just delivered. He delivered. Well, sorry guys, you know what I mean?
Yep.
There is a, there's a bro code. And I believe that when it comes to certain situations, you gotta respect it. You know what I mean? I've always respected you, the family, you know what I mean? I feel like you guys are really top-notch people, you know what I mean? So the way certain men are cut, even when it comes to like a dude that, like if my man introduced me to his lady, that's his lady forever. Even if they break up, I'm never gonna talk to her. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this one last question. When it comes to the guy that has a lady, you meet or he introduces his lady to his peoples. So you and a young man are dating. He introduces you to a couple of his people. They friend request you. Is that cool? Can they follow you? Can they follow the bros girl?
That's like real tricky. I feel like you need to approve it with your mans before you hit that request button.
Facts.
Like I think it depends on like the love of the relationship. Because like the only reason you should be following this girl is like him and this girl are like solid and she ain't going nowhere type shit. That's the only reason you should be following her. Like she's like the sis. Like same thing I said earlier, you would never cross that line. That's the only way. If you don't know her like that and you just met her and you're getting to know her, that's creepy as fuck if you're trying to request her already. Because I'm gonna take that as you're trying to snipe me. And I'm gonna tell my nigga that you requested it.
Now if the relationship ends, everybody leaves, right? Or do you hang on to some people? It depends on the situation with this, because if y'all have like a bad falling out and there's like a whole side situation, you met these people through him, so there's no reason that you should still be friends with them. Like for me, I don't take Instagram that serious, so a follower is just a follower. Like I'm not gonna go remove you off my page because like it just is what it is, but I'm gonna unfollow you. Copy.
If you stay, that's on you, but I'm gonna unfollow you because you look crazy, not me.
So you're done. And if they stay, they just stay.
Yep.
That's fair. That's fair. What about vice versa? Can your girls follow your dude?
Yeah, I don't care.
if they're still
because I'm not gonna have no females around me that are gonna be trifling like that. Like I have very few friends. I have literally 3 close friends that I can count on my hand, and they would never do that to me. So I don't care if you follow them.
Okay. If they follow, can they continue following if it ends?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
And my friends, the only reason they would still follow is to just see what he's doing. And that's the only reason they would follow him in the first place. It's just to watch his page.
Oh, so you got a report card coming to you.
Yeah, I got some stalking best friends. Yep.
Last question. Does size matter?
No, I think if you know what you're doing, then that's all that matters.
Wow. Look at that. That's at least a good 45 more followers right there that you got to pick up off of that comment right there. Size,
but I've also never had a little one, so I can't
okay.
On that. But I feel if you know what you're doing, then it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay. So give me your
no, go ahead.
No, I wanted to know, is it better being single right now? Like, do you feel like right now in your life, you feel like single is the way to go?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't have any worries. I don't have to worry about like any female coming to me as a woman. I ain't got to worry about any drama. It's just me. I get to make my own decisions. I don't need to talk about it with anybody because, I mean, you don't need permission from your partner, but y'all talk about shit. If you're together, you're open with each other about things. I don't need to talk to nobody about nothing. I can do whatever the fuck I want, when I want. And that's that.
Okay.
There's too much drama out here for me.
So you're good for the foreseeable future until. But if he comes and you ain't
like if it happens, it just happens, but I'm not looking for it. Okay,
that's fair. So you open for business. Technically.
If that's how you want to say it.
Oh, you know what I mean? Or you are hearing all suitors. Kind of. Now, do they have to live in North Carolina?
I mean, eventually they would have to.
But right now they don't got to. Like, could a dude right now watch and be like, all right, I'm in Jersey, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Does he have a shot?
No, because there's really no point. If you're not in North Carolina, you shouldn't be talking to me.
Damn. Well, yeah, them guys. Okay.
Like I have done I've tried the long distance thing, but this was with somebody that I dealt with in the past. And I moved here in the middle of us like dealing with each other. So we never really got that far. So it wasn't like a bad situation. It was just like a situation where we never saw where it went. And I tried it and there was like a whole bunch of lies and shit in that. So I let it go. But that was the only reason why I tried long distance, because I knew the person. But no, I'm not doing it anymore.
So do long distance relationships, in your opinion, do they work?
I think it depends on the person's like attention. Like I like a lot of attention. If you're not here in person to give that to me, it's not gonna work.
Okay.
But there are females that can do a phone conversation and have a relationship with that. That's not for me.
I did about a year and a half. She was in Berlin.
Berlin. I feel like I remember this, to be honest.
Wild and crazy times, but you know what I mean, it didn't last. She was gonna move here though. Eventually, somebody has to move.
Exactly.
It can't stay long distance because we're human beings and we need that physical touch. We need to be in that person's presence. We need to see them. So, you know.
Exactly.
Long distance, there's a cap on how long it can last. Mm-hmm. But drop your at. Let them know where they can find you, sis. One last time.
You can find me at Rissa Michelle. It's RISSAAMICHELLEE.
Rissa Michelle, thank you so much.
And doesn't matter if I don't follow you back, because I don't follow everybody back.
Thank you. Love you much. Thank you for the conversation. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this again when we get the fellas around, because they already said, yo, we got to ask some shit. We got some questions.
Yeah, because I can't wait to tell a whole group of niggas that niggas ain't shit.
But listen, you seen the app.
So tell them pull up.
You seen the person. All I'm gonna say is don't get hypnotized. UCB podcast. We out the building. Peace and love. See y'all on the next time. Later.